morning. How are you? Okay, so the teacher Alan couldn't come today because of the traffic. So I'll be with you the first part, and Angela is gonna be with you the second part because she needs to. She's gonna do an activity with you. Okay, so I'm gonna be the first one. She's gonna be the second part. So guys, today we are gonna talk about second and third conditional. So you already work in second conditional, and we are gonna start with third conditional. But first of all, before starting with those over there, I want you to tell me what is a conditional. What do you remember about a conditional? No, all of you at the same time. Come on. What do you remember about the conditional? What is a conditional?
Prediction.
It's a prediction. Give me an example.
If I clean my room, I will play soccer in the park.
Soccer?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if I clean my room, I will play soccer in the park. What kind of conditional is it? Second conditional? First. So this one is first conditional. Okay. Bless you. So give me a zero conditional example.
I think that this is something that it's going to happen.
It's something that is going to happen if I clean my room, I will play
And the
soccer.
other condition, I suppose that can't happen.
That one can happen.
It's possible.
Oh.
It's not sure. It's not totally sure.
Okay, let's look at it. You will be right. You will be a little bit wrong.
Exactly.
Okay, let's look at it. Give me a zero conditional example, guys. Zero conditional. Okay, let's see. If you close your eyes. Okay. Okay, so if you close your eyes, you can't see. If I clean my room, I will play soccer in the park. Zero conditional, first conditional. What is the difference between the zero conditional and the first conditional? Okay, this one is future and this one is present in grammar. Because in sense, this one can happen in the future too. If tomorrow you close your eyes, you can see. In grammar structure, we have present and future. But what is the principal difference between zero conditional and first conditional? Okay, both of them has a cost, as you said, and both of them they have an effect. Both of them has two parts, cause and effect. But which one is the principal difference between both? Think about it. Which one is the principal difference? Don't you remember? So, it doesn't matter if it's in Colombia or if it's in China. If you close your eyes here or if you close your eyes there, you can see. Right? Here or there. Today or tomorrow. Yesterday, today, or tomorrow. The effect is always the same. But if I clean my room and go play soccer in the park, is always the same one? What about if it's raining? If it's raining, the probability of that one is different. So now remember, when you talk about zero conditional, is a condition, the effect is always the same. Okay? Always gonna happen in this one. It's always true. The effect is always true. And this cost always is gonna have the same effect. Right? That is the zero conditional. And the first conditional, the cost is not always gonna have the same effect. So this one, as Rolando said before, this one is a probability. Okay? So not always is gonna be the same effect. And it's not for everybody the same. In here, everybody, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Can you see Valeria? Can you see, wait a minute. Julian, can you see? Yes. It doesn't matter if it's Valeria, it doesn't matter if it's Julian. They can
That's
see.
totally true.
Right? So, always, zero conditional is an effect and a cost that always is going to be true. And first conditional is something that is a probability. It's not always going to have the same effect. That is the difference between them. As as Karen said already, the conditional is going to be divided into parts. Everybody, how are you? There is a lot of traffic outside. Okay, so in zero conditional, we are going to in zero conditional. In conditional, sorry, we are going to have two parts as Karen already said. We are going to have a cost and we are going to have an effect. How do you recognize the cost? How do you know which one of the two parts is the cost? Exactly, because we're going to have over here this word, that is if. This one is going to be the condition, right? Or the condition is going to be the same cost. How are you? So, always that you have if, you know that that clause, that part of the sentence is what? Is the cost. And the other part, that if it's zero conditional, is gonna be in present, and if it's first conditional, it's gonna be in future. So the effect is gonna change the tense depending on which conditional is that. Okay? Is the only way that I can write these sentences? Is the only way? Cause and effect? No. So if you remember, we can write effect and cause. But if we write effect and cause, what happened with the sentence? Which one? What? You drop the comma, right? You have to drop, you have to erase, you have to take out, you have to take away the comma. Okay, exactly. So, cost, if the cost is first, you need to use commas. But if you change the way of the sentence and you have effect and then cost, before the if, we cannot use comma. Okay? Now, what they have in common? Well, first of all, they are conditionals. They have in common that they are conditionals. But what else do they have in common? What else do they have in common? They are conditionals. So that is the first thing that they have in common. But another thing that both sentences have in common. They are real conditions. Okay? It doesn't matter that this one is a probability and this one is always true, it's real. So the effect is real. It's not a hypothesis or something that you're wishing and never is gonna happen. No, it's something real. Okay? The second one, depending on a lot of facts, but it will be real. Okay? So these ones are real conditions. Now, let's talk about the second conditional. Do you remember second conditional? Yes? Yes? Why? What is the reason that we use second conditional? What do we use that one for?
Unreal situation. Yes,
Exactly.
unreal.
Imaginary?
Imaginary something.
Okay, exactly. So, when we are talking about second conditional, we are talking about a real situation and a real event. Why? Because it's something imaginary. Give me an example, guys.
If I were rich, I would buy everything in the world.
If I were, if I were rich, I would.
I would buy everything.
Here is
Viviana, why this sentence? Okay, first of all, look at the sentence and tell me if the sentence is alright in grammar. Is grammatically correct?
The comma.
Okay, it's not grammatically correct because it's missing what?
Because
The comma, exactly. Where do I have to place the comma? How do you recognize the two sentences in there? How do you recognize them? Because of the subject, right? Because of the subject. When I have the if and subject, is one clause or one sentence. Where I found the second subject is the second sentence. So where I have to place the comma? Before the second subject. Because my second one is the effect and the first one is the cause. So we know that one already. Okay. Now, Valeria, tell me why that one is second conditional. Why that sentence is second conditional? Okay. Valeria says because we have would. Okay. Why? Geraldine.
Because it's an imaginary situation.
It's an imaginary situation. Why?
Because he is not rich.
Okay, exactly. It's imaginary because at this moment, right now, so Julian is not rich. He has money enough, but he's not totally rich for what? He's not totally rich for what? So he's rich to come in here and pay this course. You are rich to pay. You are rich enough to have the money to have everything that you have right now, right? But the imaginary part of this sentence in here is that it's not rich enough for what?
because
To have everything in the world. So this one is the part in the sentence that tell us that it's not possible right now. So he is rich to pay this course. If we write in here, if I were rich, I would pay the English course. Well, that is a wrong sentence because you are here. So you have the money to pay that one. So it's not imaginary, right? So it would be a first conditional. Clear? But in this part it says everything in the world. So this part in here is giving us the imaginary and hypothetical situation. Why? Because we in this moment, or Julian, doesn't have enough money to buy this. For that reason is imaginary. Okay? So let's look at the presentation over here about the second condition. Unreal conditionals, so as Viviana said already, second conditional. So, fourth, which one is the grammar structure that we have to have and we need to know if we are going to write a second conditional sentence? First of all, if we are going to have the cost, first we need if, because it's the condition. If in a conditional sentence we don't have if, it's not a conditional sentence, right? It's just a present, past, or future affirmative sentence, but it's not a condition. So you need to have the if. What else do we have to have?
Past.
Okay, exactly. We need to have the past simple of the verb, right? And of course we need to have the subject, because if we don't have subject, who is the doer? So an if, subject, past simple of the verb, complement, what else? We need to have would, exactly. So would, but would is the verb? No. This one is going to be the auxiliary of the second conditional, right? Can I erase or drop, or can I not use would? No. Because if you take out this would and to use present simple, it's like if you were doing a zero conditional, right? And it's not zero conditional because remember that zero conditional is always true. So would in here is the auxiliary of the second condition. So would is always necessary. How do I have to have my verb in here? Infinitive. Exactly. So we have to have the infinitive in here. But the infinitive is going to be bare infinitive or full infinitive. Remember this one in elementary or basic one? I teach you that one. Bare or full? Bare. Do you remember the difference between bare infinitive and full infinitive? Yes, also remember basic one, Valeria? No? I teach you that one in elementary, I think so. Okay. There are two kinds of infinitives, okay? We have, for example, the verb play. We have this verb, play. Bare infinitive is this form, okay? And the full infinitive is when you used el tú, okay? When you use to with the verb, the name is full infinitive. Or sometimes they call to infinitive, okay? That is full infinitive or to infinitive. The verb plus to. You are going to use those in some structures, okay? And play just the verb without to is called bare infinitive. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to use over here bare infinitive. It means infinitive without to, okay? And complement, okay? Great. It says, example, if I found her dressed, I will send her an invitation. Which one is the verb in the cost part? Found. Present simple of that one?
Past.
Okay, that is the past. And the present? Found. Okay. If I found her dress, I will send her an invitation. Why is that one unreal?
Well, I'm unreal, because he or she is not sure if
If we'll find the dress.
will find the dress.
Okay, well, we are going to imagine the situation. Because without the situation, like the sentence is a little bit weird. We don't understand. But we are going to imagine the situation. We are going to imagine that somebody, a friend of ours, give us a dress for a party. We ask for a dress and that person gives us a dress. But we know that one time we were cleaning our room and we took that dress and we didn't remember that that dress was from our friend. And we just put that dress in a bag with other clothes and we just give that one to a person that was just going on the street. I don't need this clothes, here you go, and the person just left. So that was the situation. And now we know that that person is looking for the dress, and now we remember that we give that dress to another person from the street. Okay? In that case, it's an imaginary situation, a hypothetical situation, because how are you going to find the dress? You don't know the person that was on the street that day. You don't know what happened with the dress. So you don't have the dress right now. So you cannot go take the dress and give that dress to the person. So it's something imaginary. It's hypothetical because you don't have the dress right now. So in this case, this one will be too like, how do I say that? Ironic. It will be ironic too, right? Like, I will send her an invitation, but you know that you don't have the dress. So you are not gonna send the invitation. You're never gonna send the invitation to that person. So it's ironic too, okay? So second conditional will be used for ironic too, okay? Because it's imaginary, something that's not gonna happen, okay? Variations about this one. You can use might or could instead of would, okay? If I had more time, I might take up a foreign language. This means you are not sure. Do you remember the difference between may and might? No? Which one? Probability. Both are for probability, may and might. But which one is the difference between both?
Is something formal?
Is something formal? Yes, it's something formal, but when you are using may for asking for invitations.
Yes.
But for probability, which one is the difference between may and might? Geraldine, no? Karen, Rolando. Example, guys. Somebody's asking me, so Laura, are you going to the party tomorrow? And I said, I don't have anything to do. I may go to the party. Another situation. Laura, are you going to the party tomorrow? I have a lot of work, so I have to finish the work, and I might go to the party. Which one is the difference between may and might? Not exactly real and unreal, because both will be real. It's another way.
Is that permission?
It's not exactly permission, no. You can use may and might for that one. Yes, but for probability. No? So pay attention to the examples again, everybody. Pay attention to the examples. Okay? Daniel? Ready? Pay attention to the examples. It's a possibility, yes. Both are used for possibility. But tell me what is the difference. First example. Laura, are you going to the party? I don't have anything to do. I may go to the party. That's the first one. Second one. Laura, are you going to the party? I have a lot of work. I have to finish my work first. So if I finish the work, I might go to the party. Which one is the difference between might and may?
Might is something.
Okay, yes, it's in that way. When you use may, is because you are sure that you are gonna do that. Okay? So it's 100% sure. And when you use may, it's because you are not sure if you are gonna do that one or not. So might is 100% sure, and may is a 30% sure. That is the difference between both. Okay? In this case, we use might instead of may because you are not sure. Why? Because it's something imaginary. So instead of using may, because if you use might, it's because it's real, it's possible, so we cannot use might because of that. For that reason, we use may. It's imaginary. So it's a 30% sure. That's all. The possibility that Julian can buy right now everything is that he bought the Baloto yesterday and today he's the winner of the Baloto. That is the 30% of possibility, okay? But it's no, well, we don't know if it's probable or not, but it's something imaginary, okay? For that reason, we are gonna use may in here. Or could instead of would. Why could? Because could works as auxiliary of possibility too, okay? But never you can use may, because may is 100% sure.
So
and may is for real situations, okay?
So I can say.
Can I say?
No, it's sure.
Can I? So I can say
I
yes.
can say because I wish I could win the ballot. Yes.
I wish I could.
Will.
Yes. Okay, example. If I had more time, I might take out a foreign language. So it's imaginary. Why? Because I don't have time. Okay? The only way that I will do it is because I lost my job, for example. Or now I'm not going to have a full-time job. I'm going to have a part-time job. Okay? But it's something imaginary because you are not going to, you need your job. So you are not going to take away your job. You need to work. Okay? Questions about these ones, guys? So you were working second conditional in basic 2. What's up?
Cambiar el significado.
Change the
Meaning.
meaning. What do you mean? If I use might and I use the first one? If I use the variation instead of the first part? No, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same because with this might and could, you are talking about a probability that is not going to be real. So it's the same. Okay? Another question?
And maybe something that sure. It's going to be sure.
Yes, may, but you cannot use may in here because this one is an imaginary
Yes.
situation.
Just
Another question about this one, guys?
No.
No. Alright. Meaning. Unreal conditional means it is possible but everything unlikely that the conditional will be fulfilled. Imaginary. Okay? You have a cost and you have an effect, but that effect is imaginary. It's something that is not going to be real, or something has to something bigger as win the lotto has to happen to change that imaginary situation. Instead, if that one doesn't happen, the effect is not going to be possible. Okay? Alright, now we have third condition, and that one is a new one. Okay? As the second conditional, the third conditional is gonna be unreal too. So it's something that is not gonna happen. You are gonna read it and you are gonna tell me which one is the use of the third condition. Look at the example first. Don't look at the form. Don't look at the grammar. Okay? Just look at the example. If I have owned a car, what is owned? Dueño, yes, but as a verb.
Pero exacto sí son. As a verb.
As a verb.
Como propietario.
Okay, I adquirir. Okay. If I had owned a car, I would have driven to work, but I didn't own one, so I took the bus. Look at the example and tell me in which cases or for what form do we use the third condition? Read it, analyze it, and tell me. Okay, ready guys? For what do we use it? Third conditional. Exactly. What is a regret? What is that one? What is a regret? That is exactly translation, exactly. Give me an example. Which one? Arrepentimiento, that is the translation of that one. So, give me an example. Viviana, do you regret about something that you did or you didn't do?
No.
Anything? Anything in all your life? No, think about it. Think about something that you regret, guys. Think about it. Natalia, do you regret about something that you did or you didn't do? No, anything, guys? Somebody that regrets something.
So if I have studied before, I no sé, I will no.
I will have
Travel
more. I will have traveled more. Okay, that is a regret. If we are talking about the regrets, so we are talking about which tense or which period of time? Past. Can we regret some about the future? We cannot regret about the future because future is future. It's an event that hadn't happened yet. Can we regret about our present right now? So right now we here? No. We can regret about 5 seconds before, 5 minutes before, an hour before. But everything is past. So we can regret about our past actions and we can regret about the past events. We cannot regret about the present, we cannot regret about the future. For that reason, in third conditional, we are gonna use past. auxiliary of the past participle that is had. Why had instead of have? That is the reason. Because it's past. As it's past, I need to use the past of the verb. Had. And this one, what is this one in here?
Verb.
The verb in
Past.
past in participle, right? Right. All of them, all the verbs finish in ed? No. It depends on what?
If is a regular.
Exactly. It depends if that one is regular or that one is irregular, right? Do you know them? Do you remember them? Without the pieces, do you remember them? Okay, so I need to remember and I need to know them. Otherwise, I'm gonna have mistakes in here. Okay? And the second part. So this part that we have in here is cost or is effect? Cost, because we have the conditional in here, comma in here. In the second part, that is the regret. Okay? In this case, in this sentence, this one is the cost. This one is the event. What happened in the past. Okay? That is the event that I'm talking about. And the second part in here is the regret. Is what I did or what I didn't do and I regret. Okay? The effect in the third conditional is the regret of the first action. Okay? What I have to use, I'm not gonna use the difference between the second one and the first one is that I'm not gonna use would alone. In here, would have all together is gonna be my auxiliary for the third condition. Not just would, not just have, would have all together. Okay? And my verb. How do I have to have my verb? If past participle. Exactly. And the complement. So I regret something that you did or something that you didn't do. Okay? I regret, for example, I regret that I didn't kiss that guy in the party. Example. That was the moment that I couldn't kiss the guy and I didn't kiss him. So it's something that you didn't do. It's not necessary that my regret is for something that I did, okay? But because you can regret about something that you didn't do, okay? Questions about that one? Can I have this one negative? And that was the question. If you don't have questions, I have questions. Can I have the second part negative?
Yes.
Yes? Give me an example.
If I'm thinking.
Okay, think about it. Think about it. Give me an example. Oh my goodness, this one is so fun. Give me an example, guys. Rolando, think about this one. If I had listened my mom, I wouldn't have lost my job.
If I had.
What about that one?
If I had
Think
eaten,
about it.
if I had eaten in the morning, I wouldn't have had hungry all the day.
Had and angry
I wouldn't have had
or
any,
have been
have been sorry have been angry
angry or hungry?
hungry all the day. Sorry.
Okay, that is a good one. If I had eaten in the morning, I wouldn't have been hungry all day. So you can have a negative regret here. Okay? Can I have a negative part in here?
Yes.
Give me an example.
If I hadn't bought my car, I would have tried.
If I hadn't
If I bought my car, yes.
if I hadn't bought my car,
I would have gone to vacations. I don't know.
okay, on vacations.
On vacations.
Okay, so if I hadn't bought my car, I could go for vacations. So you mean that because you spent a lot of money in the car,
Yes.
so now you don't have money for
And
vacations.
that's regret.
It's a regret too. If I hadn't bought my car, I would have gone for vacations. So you are regretting that you did that because now you don't have money for the effect. Okay? Can I have both negative?
Yes.
Jamie, what's up? Questions? Do you have any question? Maybe that question can help all your partners. Yes, Jamie. Spill it out. Si no.
Si no hubiera comprado el carro, hubiera ido a vacaciones.
Uh-huh. You don't have money. You are regretting that you don't have money for vacation because you spend the money because you bought that. Okay. Can I have both negative?
Yes.
Yes. Give me an example. Think about this one. If I hadn't wait for her, I wouldn't have gotten wet. Again. If I hadn't wait for her, I wouldn't have gotten wet. Yes or no?
Si no lo hubiera-
I wouldn't have gotten or got, if I hadn't got or gotten, remember that has both.
Yes.
I wouldn't have got wet. Was raining, you were waiting there, got wet now. But if you hadn't waited for her, you wouldn't have got wet. You are regretting now that you are all wet because you were waiting for that. Well, okay, you were waiting there. Yes, 5 minutes, Colombian minutes, no? 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. It's raining, and you're waiting there. Now you are all wet because you were waiting for that person. If you hadn't do this one, the effect wouldn't have happened. Okay? So you can have this one negative, or you can have both negative. Depending on the meaning of the sentence, what do you want to do with that? Okay? Great, guys. Narrations, the same as in second conditional. You can use might or you can use could, but never you can use may because they are angry. Okay? Example in there, if you had started harder, you might not have failed the test. So you are regretting that you failed the test because you didn't do that. Do you understand this example? Me. If you had started harder, so I mean that, did you start harder or no?
No.
Did you study hard? No, you didn't. And did you fail the test? Yes. Did you fail the test? Yes. Did you pass the test?
No.
No. Okay, so you are regretting this one because you didn't do that. Okay? Great. Meaning the same. Okay, exactly the same. Regret with might, could, or with would, but it's a regret. I'm done with this part. So how much time do you need? They have this activity, and I'm done.
Okay. Can you finish this activity like go by or be here?
Okay, yeah, because I already finished with this story. Okay, great. Okay, meaning change? No, exactly the same. Julian, what do you don't understand?
Why might not have but
What?
why might not have and
Might not have is the same as if you were using would not have. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
I can use also could.
Could.
Couldn't have.
You couldn't or you could not have. Exactly the same. Give me a sec.
It doesn't matter if I.
It doesn't matter if it's might or if you use could or
All
if
of
you
it.
use would. You can use all of them and the meaning is gonna be exactly the same. Okay? Because remember, it's a they talk about probability but in a less weight. Okay? But if you use might, it's wrong. Because may is 100% sure, so it's something that is true. Okay? Questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Questions or no questions, guys? No questions. All right.
So teacher, in the sentence, we can't change.
We can
How we can change the structure?
Exactly. The structure of that one, you can change that one in all of them. Zero, first, second, and third. You can use effect and cost. Because if I said, I will have stayed at the United States if I had listened to my mom. What do you want to, why do we do that one? Is because we want to emphasize the effect of the conditional instead of the cause. So if you use first of this one, is because you want to make the emphasis in the effect. Okay? But you can do the same. But if you are writing, you have to pay attention and you have to take into account the comma. Okay? Comma, if you use the effect at the beginning, it's not just in the middle. Okay? When you are speaking, well, it's not necessary because you are not going to say, I will have stayed in the United States, comma, if I had listened to my mom, right? So when you are speaking, it's not necessary because it's not there. But when you are writing, you have to take into account that you don't have to use a comma if you change the structure. Or you have to use a comma if the cause is at the beginning. Okay? In writing. Questions about that one, guys? Okay, no? Okay. So if you have questions, just let me know. So far, we are going to start with an activity over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we are going to work in couples. Okay? Try not to work in the same couples as always. Mix it with the other ones. Okay? Yes, Natalia, please. Rolando, yes, Jamie. Are you treating me, please? Okay? So, we're going to mix it and we are going to work in pairs. So, many pairs.
Que venga que les parece.
gonna keep the dispersion. Where are the cabos? Okay, you have a lot of, look at this classroom. Some of these bigger now. Yes, a lot. Alright guys, so in this one we have 3 activities. 1, 2, 3. In the first one you have to use second condition. In the third one you have to use third condition. Easy, second conditional, third condition. In the last one over here, you are gonna read the sentence. Depending on the sentence, you are gonna choose if you have to use second conditional or if you have to use third condition. Okay? That's all. If you have questions about vocabulary, try not to use a cell phone. Okay? Try to get the meaning of the word because of the context. Or try to get the meaning of the word with your partner. If you don't get, if you don't get the meaning, I can help. But first of all, try to get the meaning because of the context or help with your partner. Got it? Go ahead, guys. We are gonna have, what time is it? What time is it?
12 past 9.
12 past 9, okay, so you are gonna have till 9:30, okay? 15 minutes, guys, go ahead.
15?
15,